he either goes 0 for 4 or he goes 3 for 4 or something like that, 2 for 2 with a walk or something like it seems like when he hits the ball, he's piecing it together and he's seeing it really, really well that day. And he kind of is piecing them together in bunches rather than just going 1 for 4, 2 for 4, something like that. It seems like when he's seeing the ball well, he's seeing the ball really well that day. And so, that's another guy too, like we're talking about replacing these hits and RBIs by committee. If that's a bat that you can plug in, even though he struggled and he's been working on a lot of things this year, seems like a guy that, if you plug him in the lineup, hopefully, and he's getting consistent at bats like we're talking about, he can start to churn out 2-3 hits a game. I mean, obviously that's not realistic to do throughout the entire season. But I mean, honestly, why isn't it? I mean, that's a big hitter right there who's, had some big hits for the Rebels, but like we talked about, just hasn't been consistently in the lineup because there's been so many good hitters top to bottom in this lineup that there really hasn't had to be much fluctuation in the day-to-day lineup. You've seen, the 9 that have been put out there for almost every game and for all these SEC games so far have been 9 good players, 9 good hitters who are seeing the ball well. And, really, there's no reason to take them out. Regardless of what you got behind that, there's no reason to take somebody out and try something new. I mean, the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
If what you got there is working, you might have some really talented bats and some really good bats behind you, but there's no reason to pull them out. I mean, there's, you see a guy like Calvin Harris. He's been kind of bouncing in and out and things like that. But, I mean, when he's come in the lineup, he's been fantastic. He's had some big hits. I mean, he pretty much single-handedly won that Auburn series for us, it seemed like. I mean, had the home run. I think he had 5 RBIs over the course of the 3 games. And so, when you look at it, there's a lot of guys that certainly have showed that they can do it. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do it. And hopefully when it all shakes out, it's not going to take trial and error over the next couple of weeks to figure this out. Hopefully you plug Cale Baker in Friday night and he rolls and that's your guy. And that's your guy you put there.